The first card you have for your past is the Two of Swords. So this card can be about, shutting people out. It can be about being in the middle of making a decision, not sure which way to go, not seeing where you need to go with a blindfold on this woman. I'm seeing that there is a decision that you had to make at this time. You had to make a very difficult decision. And you were definitely at a crossroads at this time. I'm getting this very, very strong feeling that, yes, you wanted to be on your own to make this decision. You wanted to make this decision by yourself. I'm actually seeing there might have been some interference around this. Someone around you could have been trying to kind of give you advice. This was unwanted advice. This might have been someone who was trying to get you to stay with someone that you wanted to leave, or, just make it, maybe they were trying to make a case for you to stay with this person. I think it is something about a relationship. It is something about love. It's something like that. And somebody outside of this was trying to kind of sway you or kind of persuade you to do something. And yes, if you look at the woman on this card, she has her guard up. Nobody can come near her. She has her swords up. And, it's not that you didn't want anyone to come near you, obviously, but it was just this person. You just didn't want this one particular person interfering in your business, and it was your business. I'm seeing that at this time, this was a very hard decision. You haven't actually made up your mind at this time, but you wanted to make up your mind by yourself. It was your mind to make. It wasn't anyone else's mind. That's how you were feeling. And I'm getting this kind of feeling that you were thinking, it's hard enough to make this decision by myself without getting all of this outside interference. It's like when you're trying to, if you were trying to look up something on the internet and someone kept on turning on and off the Wi-Fi, it was driving you absolutely crazy. You wanted to be able to have your brain functioning properly. I'm not saying it wasn't, but you wanted to have your brain kind of fully clear, fully working, so that you could actually make this decision carefully by yourself. And you didn't want these people or this particular person coming in and kind of telling you this, telling you that. Oh, but they've done this. Oh, but they're really good. Oh, but don't do this, don't do that. Oh, what will happen if you do that? And it really wasn't helpful. It really wasn't helpful. And that's why you wanted to shut them out. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your past is the Queen of Cups. Yes, I love this beautiful queen. She's so emotional. She's just totally emotional. So this was a very, very difficult decision that you had to make. It was an emotional decision as well. So that's why I'm seeing it probably was around a relationship. You might have been deciding to get away from someone. You might have been deciding. I'm seeing there's two people around this. I'm not seeing a third party. I don't know why, but I am seeing this is a decision. You might have had to move away for someone because you were kind of protecting someone else. It might be something like that. I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused about this, but it was a relationship-based decision. It was an emotional decision. And I'm seeing you kind of at this time really wishing that maybe you hadn't said anything to this interfering person at all. You really wished you'd kept this to yourself, put a lid on it, like the lid on this cup that this beautiful queen's looking at. She's looking at her emotions. She's feeling very emotional. She has a lid on her emotions, and this is how you wished you were. You're kind of thinking, I wish I hadn't spoken to this person at all, and then I wouldn't have to deal with this. I could just do this without any interference. And, the other thing is you really care about this person, this interfering person. So you didn't want to be angry with this person, but it was your decision. It was your decision. I keep on seeing that. I'm actually seeing you trying to look at this practically, look at this decision practically, look at all the facts, but it just wasn't working for you. So then you just decided that you were going to follow your instincts, go with your feelings, go with your gut feelings. And I think that's definitely what you did in the end. You needed that clarity in your head away from that person to be able to follow your instincts, because when this person bugging you and talking in your ear all the time, you might not have even been able to find what your instincts were telling you. But then when you got some time to yourself and you put the lid on things, you then decided that you could make this decision. And Follow your instincts. So yes, I'm just seeing, I hope this is going to make sense, but I am seeing letting someone go to say yes to someone else. Now again, I'm not seeing a third party, I'm not seeing anything like that, but someone had to go before another person could come in. That's what I'm seeing, and this is a kind of a love decision or a relationship decision. I hope that makes sense to you. I wish I could be a lot more specific. I usually am, but I'm not seeing that here. It might be a decision you're still working through. I don't know. That's why there's some confusion. It might be that you were kind of still, or might be that you're still making up your mind now. It might be that. So the last card you have for your past is the Ten of Pentacles. So maybe this was family. Maybe this was a family member who was interfering in this, or trying to interfere, or, you know, force their opinion onto you, or whatever they were doing. You didn't want to listen to them, obviously, and in the end you just didn't listen to them. Because what I'm seeing on this card, if you look at this card, there's a family on this card, but nobody's communicating properly. So this person could have kept on trying to get your attention. I'm laughing because I'm looking at this card and there's a little boy on this card. And I don't know if you can see it on camera. I'll move it up so you can see. So where these dogs are, can you see? I can see the dogs. There's a dog standing up on the right-hand side. There's a little boy right behind him. Now, at times when I look at this, sometimes I see he's patting the dog. Sometimes I see he's about to pull this dog's tail. So that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing that that's what this naughty little boy is doing. So, yes, he wants attention. The little boy wants attention because this family is not communicating properly. The couple's walking past, the old man's interested in the dogs, and the little boy wants some attention, and he's going to do something naughty to get some attention. So that's what this person was doing. They wanted your attention, and you were saying to them, no, or you might not have said no to them. You might have just said, oh, well, I'll just think about that by myself. I'm not sure what I want to do. Something like that. And they were really, really adamant that you had to do what they were saying, and they kept pestering you. They just wanted your attention. That's what I'm seeing in this. But you were determined to make up your own mind. You were determined not to listen to this person, and you didn't. You listened to yourself, which is the best thing you could have done. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the Nine of Wands. So yes, yeah, that's what I was seeing, that you might still be making this decision now. I'm seeing that this decision might put a few people out, actually, not just this person in the Two of Swords, a few other people as well. I'm seeing that you might be afraid of some people's reactions to this decision that you want to make. But it doesn't matter about that. I think you're still going to be very determined, or you are very determined to stick to what you want to do, which is very good, very, very good. Because I think in the past you might have been swayed by other people, but now you're not. This is a big breakthrough for you. This is a big breakthrough that you're just sticking to your guns no matter what anyone else thinks or says. It's fantastic. This is very important. I'm also seeing you coming closer to someone, or starting to come closer to someone. So that might be what this decision is. You might have had to kind of move on from someone to get closer to someone else. I'm seeing you had a barrier up against this person, and maybe they had a barrier up against you as well. Again, I'm seeing this is probably a relationship situation. For a long, long time, you wanted this person to come close to you, a long, long, long time. And now I'm seeing that you have the way cleared for them to come close to you. And I'm seeing that they actually are starting to connect with you again. I'm seeing that in this card. Now, you might, you really wanted this for a long, long time, but now at this time, you might be feeling a little bit daunted, or even a little bit scared that this has actually happened to you. It's happening, and it's like, oh, it's finally happening. I'm a bit frightened. That's the kind of thing I'm getting around this card, because if you look at this man, he's coming out from this barrier, this wall, but he looks a little bit frightened. He's a little bit wary. So this is what you truly wanted. But, deep down you might have a feeling that you might not be ready for them, or even that you might not be good enough for this person. Now, you are definitely good enough, I can tell you that. But if this resonates, take your time and keep on following your instincts, because I'm seeing that you might be processing a lot of other things that have happened in your past. You're probably processing this decision that might have just been made, or maybe you're still in the process of it, and you've got a lot of things you need to process. So don't rush into this. Don't rush into this before you're ready. Take your time and make sure you feel comfortable with each step you make with this person. And if this person truly cares about you, they'll be patient with you. And then you'll know that this is the right person for you. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your present is the Ace of Pentacles. Of course, this is a fantastic card. This shows me that, you're doing the right thing. Keep on moving forward toward this person, but also, take your time. Things will happen at the right time if you follow your instincts. Your instincts are like a map. They'll tell you where you need to go. They'll tell you when to move forward, and they'll tell you when to stop moving forward. So listen to those again. I'm also seeing that, yes, now that you're out on your own, you've made this decision, you've moved on from this other person, you're kind of looking forward to this new person or whatever this is. I'm seeing that, this has given you so much more confidence now. It's really kind of boosted your confidence. You have huge confidence with this Ace of Pentacles. And now I'm seeing that, you've had a few ideas for a while brewing around in your past, thinking about what you'd like to do. These might be business ideas, this might be a career change or something like that. But I'm seeing you might have been a little bit afraid about what others thought of you. But now that you've made this decision by yourself, you're very bold now, you're very brave now. And this is the right time for you to start putting all of these things into action. And I think now the most crucial thing is that you can really think to yourself, I've done this, I've made this decision, I can stand up for myself, I can be by myself on my own. Now that that's a possibility, I can see that just about anything is a possibility. That's what I'm seeing with the Ace of Pentacles. And you're right, anything is a possibility. I'm seeing that now you've opened yourself up to the idea of doing these things, working on whatever these aspirations you had. Now things are going to start to pop up into your head. You're going to have lots of synchronicities happening. Synchronistic opportunities are going to come up in front of you. And these are going to lead you to where you want to go. They're going to be like a map. So something's going to pop up and say, call this person, go here, talk to this person, read this, look at this information. And you're going to follow all of these things, and they're going to lead you to the right direction. Into the right direction. That's what I'm seeing. This is a big, important time for you. This is a big transformation. That's what happens whenever I see the Ace of Pentacles. So the last card you have for your present is the King of Swords. So yes, newfound confidence. This is also about transformation in this card. Because if you look at this king, he has a butterfly above his head, which represents transformation, coming out of a cocoon, coming out of the dark into the light and flying away freely. And that's what's happening to you at this time. So yes, this is just following on from the Ace of Pentacles. You've got your guard up against anyone who's going to tell you otherwise. You're not going to listen to anyone, and you're moving forward. You're transforming. You're going to put all of these things into action. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Seven of Cups. Yes, this can be a little bit tricky, this card, a bit confusing. It can be about someone tricking you, or it can be just about not being sure of what to do. So yes, as I was seeing in the Ace of Pentacles, you're going to have a lot of ideas around you at this time, coming into you in all different forms. I'm seeing, you're going to have, you might have music, you might hear music, someone might say something, you might see a billboard, you might hear something someone says. All kinds of different things are going to bring ideas to you. It's going to be a very huge time. It might be a bit overwhelming, it might be a bit confusing. That's what I'm seeing. You might not know which piece of information is going to be useful for you and which pieces to discard and what to kind of keep and what to do, because it's going to be overwhelming. I'm seeing so many things coming to you. What I'm seeing you should do is don't discard anything. Write everything down if you can, either on a piece of paper or on your phone or wherever. Write all of the ideas down that come to you, even if they sound crazy and ridiculous. Write them all down, because what's going to happen, I'm seeing, is that you're going to be led to open up these ideas, open up the piece of paper or the phone, and look at the right thing at the right time that's going to kind of stand out to you at the right time. And then you're going to be able to act on that, and that's going to be the perfect thing for you. It's just like, when I'm reading tarot and I'm looking at the cards, some things might stand out to me at some times, other things might stand out to me at other times, and at other times, something very tiny in the background might stand out. Other times, it's more literal, I can see it more literally. It depends on what stands out to me. And so that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to be led to the right piece of information you've written down, and that's going to stand out to you at that right time. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your future is Strength. I love this card. I love this. This is beautiful. This is showing me how much you're growing, or you've grown already, and you're going to continue to grow. I mean, look at the size of this woman and the lion compared to the landscape. They're very, very huge. They're bigger, they're growing, and they're strong like a lion. So each time, you have more ideas coming to you, and you know that you're going to be able to do this. And each step you go along this road, you're getting stronger, you're getting more confident, and that's leading to where you're going as well. So this is all beautiful, very, very positive. The last card you have for your future is the Four of Swords. So yes, as you go through this time, this is a big time of expansion for you, a big time of transformation for you with this butterfly I was seeing. There are going to be times where it's going to exhaust you. I've got to say, it's going to exhaust you. You're going to have this big burst of energy where you have all these ideas, you're running around, putting them into practice, doing this, doing that, and then you're going to have a time where you just feel so tired, you're just going to have to rest. And this is when your mind's going to rest. This is when a lot of the most important ideas come into your mind, when you're just resting and relaxing. So keep your phone or your pen or your paper or whatever next to you. When you're resting, keep it next to your bed, next to the sofa, wherever you are resting, and just write down anything that pops into your head when you wake up, or, at any other time. And yes, that's when the best ideas are coming to you. And a lot of people say, oh, resting, that's lazy, you're not doing anything. No, that's the most important time of all. That's when your mind is at rest, and that's when it can expand without your mind coming in and judging itself. Sometimes when you're trying to think of something, your mind will say, oh, that's silly, you can't do that. What are you trying to do? You don't know what you're doing. But when you're totally resting, that's when your mind's relaxing and you don't have all of these crazy negative things coming in. And that's when the positive things start to come in. So I hope that all makes sense. I know I rambled quite a lot.